Alright. Hello. Hopefully the stream goes well because it's raining and storming outside, but we're gonna try to get an introduction to Derg and I's super cool and super awesome house that we built and we are currently working on. Well, not currently, but are working on. Um, so we're gonna start with an introduction at the waypoint. I think I only have like 40 minutes to do this, which should be more than enough. I'm gonna put myself in creative mode so that we're not constantly having to deal with the sun. Okay, it's all the way. So this is our waypoint. This is where you start pretty much. I built this super awesome bridge. This is the little entryway to our house. You got this cute little foliage area underneath. You can take your little boats and go on a cute little ride underneath. But pretty much you spawn in here and then it says Derg and Shay because that's our house. And then you follow the path. This leads up to the house. I'll go through everything else, but pretty much you're supposed to go this way. That's a dragon. And this is our house. So this is like ground zero. This is what we started with. Just this cute little house. I need to turn this music down. Holy. It took a lot out of me, let me tell you. I used to have a cow named Roof because when I was building this, it was one story. And I was starting with this little platform and this random cow would just come over constantly, would not leave me alone, and go Roof just 24/7. So if I could name this house, I would name it after that cow. No idea where it is now. It's free range. I have too many things in my hands. I forgot from my last build. I don't want anything in my hand. This one's kind of funny. So let me get this out of the way to satisfy me. But pretty much I'm dressed as Rock Lee. So I have this self-decoy spell. And I can make shadow clones. Pretty silly. Yeah, there they go. Biomes. Anyways, yeah, but it was super cute. So I struggled a lot with this because I couldn't get something that I enjoyed. But we started this with wanting to be around this little pond, and we had these apple trees around us. So that's what we base it off of. Pretty much it's wood and stone and very vanilla stuff. But you go in from either side. That leads you there. This leads you to our porch. Very cute, very demure. You can sit on the porch and look out at the water. We have a little fishing guy we like to look at. It's pretty cute. And then you come in and you have your little kitchen that people can also take from. So out here I made like a little sign for our friends. This is Shay's kitchen. Free food for your travels. Wow, I'm cute. I really thought that said free foods or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty generous. But yeah, so you have your little kitchen. This is my very first flower. And then you can go downstairs. Actually, I'll take you upstairs first because downstairs is a whole other mess. This is our disco room. So we have all of our little disco sounds here. Oh, I don't know which one is gonna sound great, but this is a cat. Oh gosh, I'm in creative. Don't do that. Anyways, you put in a disc. You have a little dance party made out of carpet. And then Derg found this. Everything here is made out of survival mode, by the way. I'm just in creative. Oh no, our fish tank! Okay. So we usually come up here. This is our bedroom. We have a little fish tank and our little windows that are very interesting. It's more of a styled house than it is for as much as we can use, but it still works. It's cute. Kind of like a little loft. But Derg and I have our own little like cubbies. This one's his. This one is mine. I'm a looter. I love just taking loot. So I have a whole bunch. But pretty much I'm supposed to take this algae scraper and use it, but I always forget which button to click, if it's right or left, and I end up breaking the glass. So I've opted to never do it again. So that's why Our fish tank looks like that. But that's our upstairs, and then you come downstairs, and this is our basement. This is Derg's little leopard guy. His name's Smother. I used to have a parrot, and I would walk up and down here, and I forgot that he would lay there. Like, he just automatically lays there. He's not trained or anything. We just named him recently. And he ate my parrot off my shoulder. So we're not allowed to have parrots, apparently. But this basement has gone through a lot of changes. Everything here hurts my soul. But Derg worked very hard on this basement also. So this is all our storage. You can come over here and see our little storage. And then he has a little armor stand and stuff, and work tables and yada yada. We have all our ores and some little. These are more for decoration, to be honest with you, because we have a whole bunch of growing stuff, so we really don't need a lot. But it's cute for looks. And then Dirk made this fish tank. He wanted these little snails and the trumpet fishes. And then I brought this little guy in from what's it called? The underneath worlds, the nethers. He was just laying there, so I thought he'd be cute to put in our fish tank, and now he chitters every time we come into our basement or walk over it up there. But he's pretty fun. And then we have a basement that leads to another fish tank that Dirk made, and it's pretty cool. So this Minecraft has this Minecraft server has dinosaur mods. So he has this huge freaking catfish and this dinosaur thing. I don't know what it's called, but he made this little aquarium for it. Honestly, he did a really good job. I would have never been able to do this. It's interesting, very dynamic. I would have just made a flat square and put them in it. Initially it was just this one side, and I told him to make it bigger because it made me sad. And now they get a swim underneath, and it's a cool little walking area. You know, you get to walk in and see them. But oh, and that goes to our other one. We have one that goes outside, and you can see our little fishies from outside. And then it goes to our puppet dog area. So we got Camber, Kimber, Canine, and Candid. These are Dirk's puppies. He got them when we first started. So they have their little dog house next to our basement that they can go in and out of the house. I like to pretend, but really they're stuck here. But yeah, it looks like that. This is Blitz, one of our firefoxes. Where's our other firefox? Where is he? He's dead. Dang, we lost a firefox. There was two. I think it was mine. I think his. Oh no, he's right here. Hi, little guy. Yeah, his name is Rex. What are you doing? Come over here. Why are you so far? Well, I guess he can stay there. But that's our little house. So that was the bridge and the waypoint. We also have this pet named Killian. He's also from the Nether. And we have some turtles. This is our little dock. I was gonna make a bigger dock, but then I ended up making a bridge. So this is our cute little dock that gets to stay, I guess. People keep stealing our boats though. So we only have one. We had my pink one and his green one, and it's gone. Here's the other side of my bridge. So as you saw, you can either go up that way or down this way, and it will take you to the doghouse and also his aquarium that goes underneath. So you can see it from here, you can see it from in there. Also from up top. I can fly. I know these things. Up top, we have our little pond. Oh, he totally put these in here. He totally put these in here. They're called sturgeons? Do they eat everything? No, I guess not. We have axolotls and stuff, so I'm a little worried. This is supposed to be like our little axolotl pond, but yeah, so we have this cute little area, a little pond that goes around our house. And we have little pathways too, so it goes like here. You go up your little bridgey, and you can look over to the pond. And then I also made this cute little, ooh, that's close, frog. That's a waterfall, and he goes into the pond. I had fun making that. He's pretty cute. And then you have a little sitting up area up here, so you can watch the sunset. Where am I? Which way am I? Yeah. So you can see all of this. Very pretty. It's got a little picnic build with some cherry blossoms. And you can see out. So it's like a little porch pretty much. So instead of going up the bridge, you'd go up this way. You see the frog statue. You got a little picnic. And then you come over here. And you can see all that. And then in this mod pack we are doing, there's like factions and stuff you could pick for the magic stuff. So Derg had made a little shrine, but I messed it up trying to build this, so he has to fix it. But it's cute. It's just like a little tree, I guess, with little shrine stuff on it. I don't remember doing this pink, but it's pretty. I don't remember doing certain things, but and this doesn't lead anywhere. But it's just an entryway, so like if you're coming to visit at our little area, then you can go that way. It's kind of fun. It's not very like symmetrical or well put together. I like it. I think it's put together, but like in its own way, if that makes sense. Oh, a yellow axolotl. I didn't know we had a yellow one. That's cute. But yeah, so then you go through the house and you go out this way. And this is our nether portal. So we have our bridge that goes over our little pond. You can see all the axolotls and our other fishies. And then this is our nether portal. It's built into a tree because I thought that would be cute. And it's kind of fun because you can still go in through this way. Oh. So usually it doesn't take me in right away. But this is what our nether portal looks like from the inside. This is where we got Killian. You'll probably see a couple more in here. And then we have these little things that I did so we can find them because we always have a hard time finding our portal. But yeah, so it's kind of cute. It's a cute little area. So Dirk built a portal for me, and then I built the surrounding area and the tree. I did the little tree. We used to have a chicken that would stay on top and he would not come down. Even if we like took him down like with a capture cage, he would just go back up. So we left him up there and then he had a baby and then he jumped down and his baby would stay up there. It was really funny. But then after a while, the other one had a baby and then they both jumped down. So we kind of just called it good and rebuilt this because this looked way different than it initially like looked. I guess I started it and I tried to build it up and it just kept getting worse in my point of view. Like it looked cool, but it wasn't what I was going for. So now it's a little bit cuter and well built up. But yeah. So I'll take you over here to the porch. This is the fish tank that's in the basement. So you can see our little skull guy chattering and stuff. And this little dock, I guess you can call it. Oh, it also goes out here. So initially Derg was wanting to make this fish tank go out and have all these fish that are in here be able to come in and out, but then he realized that he had certain fish that he actually wanted to see. So he kind of blocked it out, but it does still like kind of run through here. And it leads out towards this little area, which is super cute. So the fish still come up and you can see them come through here, which is fun. But they just can't get into the other fish tank. So this is our dock that Dirk built. He did all of this. There's some more boats of ours. I made this little nook. It's like a little fishing nook where we put all our fish. So there's all different kinds, but I thought it would be cute because we have a little fisher over here. He's automated and he gets fish for us. He's so cute. I love him. So I built him a little house. So you can see he's putting things in his storage. And I'll get over there in a second. But so we'll go over there and we'll collect it and we'll put it in here, and I called it Rook's Nook. So his name is Rook. And it's kind of cute. I like that it's part of the dock. I wanted to do like a little fisher's dock where you have like a whole bunch of these and they go like down a line and it's like, I don't know, kind of like one of those beach things, but I decided one was good enough. It's not connected. It's not. That's interesting. I'm not fixing that. But yeah, so you can go either that way on the dock or this way, which takes you back to either the waypoint, our fishy area, or towards Wizard Tower, which we'll get to in a little bit. This is here. Yeah, that's existed there for a while. We have this cute little fire pit that I created. I thought it would be cute. I'm trying to make it very homey so you can like sit here and watch either Rook do his thing. I have a lighthouse that I built or whatever, but it's pretty much just for aesthetics. I thought it was just adorable. And then over here we have our little XP crabs. So you feed them. They spell out crab. So this one's name is C. This is B. This is S. This is R. Are you A? You are. I don't know why we have a P. I don't remember. I think we had one extra and we just named him something. Or I think it might have been a joke. Like either you find the B or the P first. So their names are crabs or craps. So that is our cute little area. You can feed them little stones and stuff and get XPs for the wizard tower. Oh my goodness, my cats have the zoomies. So that's the like initial area. The wizard tower is a little bit extra, so I don't know if I fully wanna. I did these grass. We don't need all this. I just did it for funsies because I thought it would be cool. Oh, I did not just do that. You didn't see that. I thought it would be funsies to have like wild grass just like starting to build up in his area, but I am sensing it might be a little bit too much. But maybe I'll add a lot more to make it 10 times worse because that totally wasn't enough, like I just said. Let's put some around here. Okay, now that's totally exactly what I wanted. This is the wizard tower. This is where he started, Derg did. And he built all of this up. We worked on a little bit of it together, but he pretty much did it all. So this is just a preview of it, and then I will get into the rest of it later. Right now I want to show you the villager's house. Oh my goodness. His head's not attached. That's a snake. I'm pretty sure I brought him back for dirt, but yeah. So this initially was going to be a greenhouse, which is why it's green. But then I hated it and it wasn't working correctly. So we made it into a villager's house, and I kept the green because I thought it was silly. And it kind of works. A lot of our stuff is just stylized for funsies, but it's kind of cute. I like it. I think it's fun. I like that it has 2 levels that you can very like visibly see into. Like a lot of these rooms are sectioned very like specifically to the build. So you can just see it like if it was a shop or something. I don't want these in my hand. But yeah, so that's what that looks like. And you would start over here. I had to put a sign because I was worried my friends would come in and just leave it open. We don't want these villagers to get out. So I said, don't let the villagers out, they bite. So we have this little, like, it's supposed to be an entrance, but obviously you can't get in. For me and Derg, we have this, what is the button? Oh my goodness. Can I not look at my person? We have this special plating and stuff that lets us fly and stuff, so we don't need to really get in, but if you really needed to, you could just put a block and then take the block out, right? These were from our friends, so they gave us a little rat lantern. Super cute. That was when we had the greenhouse, an actual greenhouse, so I just kept them. I heard that carrots make the villagers have babies, so I thought it would be funny to give them a little carrot lantern. So these are only carrots, but yeah, so they have their little front part. That's super cute. And then you come in and they have a little workstation. It's like a little library and stuff. I am very proud of this, actually. I think it turned out very cute and very specific. They have like a wall of like, I imagine this as like a closet, right? Like a storage closet. But all of this is like a working station. And stuffs and things. And then over here is like a magical station that I guess some of them do. I'm not too tech savvy on a lot of this stuff. I am very vanilla Minecraft, so Derg is very like, oh, I know how to read things. Because I don't read things. Read the mods and stuffs and things. So, surely they use all of this magic stuff, but they have this little area. I'm more proud of this one, obviously. It's cute. And then you go upstairs to their like living quarters. So they have these cute little entryways. I have to show you each room. They're just beds, but I think they're so cute because they have their bed and they have a little lantern. And then they have this little storage. They have a bed and a lantern. These ones, you're making out. I know you are. You're gay. They're gay. Oh my goodness. They're making babies. But yeah. Um, can I see? So they got a little bit of a view. I'll leave you guys to it. They have a little stove. It's supposed to be like a cute little kitchen area. Not really, but like, yeah, no. And then you have this one room that has two doors and it has like the best view. Oh my goodness, they're all kissing. 3! My goodness, what are they doing? But yeah, I think it's cute. I think it turned out very well. I know it's very crowded. Obviously, like if this was real people, it'd be very inhumane. But they seem to be enjoying it. They seem to enjoy their living quarters and each other apparently. So it must be working. But again, in case you missed it, this area is pretty cool. That's our little villager area. Pretty cute, pretty cute. Looks like that. I struggled a lot making this roof. Hurt my soul, so you're gonna enjoy it. And it's still... No, I guess it's right. This one has... This side's not stone. One side is stone. I think I started making it outlined in stone and didn't finish it. Well, it's gonna stay that way, because I'm... What are you doing? That's creepy. Where is the rest of your head? Okay, what is that thing that's wiggling in there? Okay, they're catfish. That thing is creepy. I don't like that it's moving without a freaking neck. Okay, anyways, let's go look at Rook Snook. So I made this one. It's got little stilts because I like when the water things have stilts. He's a little spawn thing, so he doesn't get demons spawning in his house, but he's got a little lantern. Very cute. Rose bushes. He's got foliage to make it look cute and green. He's got a little fireplace. That's him. He's got a little dock to go fishing. He's got a little sitting area so you could sit with him and hang out. Very cute, Demore. He's got his fishy tank where he gets us totally only fish and not boots and leather. And then you come inside. Here is his coating. He has like... I wanted to give him a stove, so that's where that leads to. But if you needed to make fish and stuff. And I organized some of his findings just to be silly, so he has some of his stuff. He used to have a bed, but then it didn't fit. And he doesn't really need one, so I had to get rid of it. And then this is like a little dock. So you're supposed to bring your boat and dock up here, and then you can click it and then come in here. It doesn't work, but it did at one point. But that's when I did it differently. I had it on both sides, and I didn't really like squeezing through. So I kind of just made it like this. I thought it was cute because you can still see through. But yeah, so you have your lighthouse there. You got a little dock. And that's his little Rook Snook. This is Rook Snook, and that's his fishing nook. So we did that. That's the beginning of some things. And then you come back here and you can see our farm. This is our ice golem that we have. He's in our farm. So we have emus, we have chickens, and pretty much everything. I really don't want to pick up their eggs, but I'm probably gonna end up doing it. So I made this. I gave them a little watering station that's supposed to be like a little pond, which they actually really enjoy. They're in there almost all the time. This is supposed to be like a little horse stable, or just like a stable in general. Each animal really enjoys being in here. So as you can see, there's like hay in the background. Initially this didn't have a back to it. Like there's more farm behind there, so it just had these windows. So the horses would stick their heads out, but obviously they couldn't get through. And then once I added a back to it, I left it open so the chickens could come in and out, like a little chicken nook area for them, because they actually really enjoy it as well. So this is what the front looks like. It's a 2-story, very cute. I put a lot of effort into it. There's another golem. This is mud brick golem. But we have hay, and then this is where I was starting to organize things. So we have our wool that we collect and our milk, which is really gross, but whatever. Um, we can have warm milk just sitting here. We'll pretend it's a refrigerator. But so you can go down to go in the back, or you can go upstairs where there's eggs. So I keep this up here like the little hens area where they're supposed to lay eggs, but obviously they don't. So I hand bring everything up here. But it's cute, and you can't tell me it's not. Anyways, this is like the backyard of the farm. So they have another little pond. You go this way. Just more area for them to roam, but here's the windows. This is what it looks like. I don't know why this is sticking out so much. Maybe I'll just, I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm doing it now. Sure, we'll pretend that's fine. Oh, he's just leaving. Okay. Are you not ours? Or are you ours and you just got out? I am so confused. Can you... I'm pretty sure he's ours, and he's just been... Okay, well... How did he get out? Where did you jump out from? Brother! Okay, well, he exists. We'll get him back at another time, surely. But this is the backyard. So initially this was cut off, so it would stop obviously where this line is, as you can see. And I kind of started it small and then built up layers. But then I was like, well, we make so much farm that we might as well just mingle them all, because we had a couple as pets and we didn't want to mix them up from like our actual feed. And then we just ended up losing our pets to either despawning or whatever. So this used to be the cows area. Cows and sheeps, so it would cut off there. They would share a water source and stuff, and they had this little waterfall, and you would come in through here. Very cute area. They had some hay and stuff. That wasn't there. This was like a little nook in the wall. And they had this little cover area. Oh, we have a buffalo also, or a bison. Sorry, excuse me. But now it's all connected, and it's a very cute area. We have a windmill that I made. It's cute, it's cute, it's cute. Everything is super cute. But yeah, you can't really go into it. So you can lift one of these up, and it's just glass behind it. I wanted to give it like a little dimension, so this is empty. But you still can't go into it. Because I found that if you put these over it, you still get the lines, so it does look like it's reflecting, and it's not just empty. Hello, chicken. But it's hay. Pretty much you open it and there's hay in here. I might just leave it open for the chickies. But, yep, so it's supposed to be like a little windmill feeding station. And we got our golems. Hello, Spruce. And then we have our actual, like, vegetable farms and stuff. But that's our animal farm. So from above, it's pretty decent size. It looks like that. So we have our initial building and just some other little buildings to make it look cute. I'm going to show you the vegetable farm from the greenhouse because I'm also very proud of the greenhouse. We got some heart flowers, polydiciacs. I like to think this greenhouse is kind of romantic, so I put little hearts because I'm very proud of it. Because we got little froggies in here, and they give us our lights. We go feed them the things from the nether to give them lights and stuff. So we got some froggies. Are you pale? Are you dying? What's wrong with you? You just look like that. I've never seen a white frog. They were all like this orangey color, so I'm so confused on why he's gray, but surely he's fine. Oh, and then we have a whole bunch over here. So this was supposed to be our botany pots, pretty much. They were growing something else initially. There's more froggies, but now they are just growing some dyes for us. So we got our dyes going on, our frogs for our lights. Not these ones, but close enough. These are all froggy lamps. So Yep, that's what it is. We have frog pond and then our little plants, but this took me a while to figure out too, but it worked out. Everything has taken me a while. Now you come out here, and you got, we used to have dinosaurs back here, but not no more. You have your little tree, you can sit here. Just a little sitting area. I like my little sitting areas, even if I don't use them. We really liked this tree, and we've been trying to make like a little tree farm to plant them. So I have a couple of like the cool ones that we found, and they're just planted as decoration. But I like how I did this little lanterns and stuff coming out of it, and like incorporated into it. This is a little storage area, or it was. It's not anymore. Never mind. It was a barrel that you could put stuff in, but it's not anymore. So you come here, you get your tools, you go in here. Of course, you don't have to because this is still open. I have my water source from here, and it's like a little trough. It just keeps going. So you come here, you get your carrots, you put them in here, and it's just a double storage. And we got potatoes, and we got our wheat and our sugar cane. I always want to say it's bamboo, but that's what it looks like. And then it keeps going over here, and we have our melons. This was a little bit tougher because underneath is like a little cave, so I had to kind of shut it off pretty much. So there's like a huge hole, and I had to like refill it in so that the water would actually meet these. But I wanted a zigzag pattern and then to bring it all the way down, but I ran out of things. So this is what we have. And then we have our bamboo. Our bamboo goes over here. It's just the same thing on this side. I just put a little bit more of the cat's tail to make it look cute. So then when you get your melons, you come here, and it's a little like storage area. You got your watermelons, your pumpkins, and your bamboo on this side. I think it's cute, and you guys are gonna think it's cute too. While we're over here, I'm gonna show you this little guy. All of this was like bush pretty much, and if you know anything about these bush, they're just one. Am I in survival or creative? Hello. Creative. Cool. There's a bunch of trees with just one thing. So we have our magic book, which pretty much allows us to get rid of trees by the base of them. But if we can't see the wood, then it's very tedious. So we'd have to pretty much go one by one and go through the tops of these and then just get rid of all of them. So it was very tedious, so Derg made this little construct guy. Very cute. He would go and he would cut down. I don't know why he's staring at this, but he is. Oh, there you go. I think it's because he's still working. He's still doing things. So pretty much he teleports and then teleports back. So if he's looking like that, it's because he's doing something. But he was just out here with this chest, and then he would get rained on and stuff. So I made him a little shelter so that he wouldn't kill us and be an angry robot, even though that won't happen. So he has a little shelter now, and it's got a cute like view, I guess, for robots. And he's got this room that is alive. It helps him. So he'll come and he'll drop whatever he's doing, and then it will sweep it into there. It's really cute. So I like to think they're besties and they just hang out over here. There's a village over here as well. So that's kind of fun. We got this little village behind us. Oh, yep. See, that's not it. That's the dinosaur thing. I was gonna say, I thought that was his, Oh god, did I open it? No, okay. That would spawn a whole bunch of dinosaurs that would attack me, and I know I'm in creative, but I still don't want them to spawn. These are all of our mining areas. It started out like this, but obviously we went into them a little bit more. Let's see, what am I missing? Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, so you have our greenhouse and stuff, and then when you leave the greenhouse, you have this little beach area, because I'm silly and I like decorating. So these do a rainbow, and you're gonna wait and watch for it. But this is like a little sun tanning area, like if you were on the beach. And they're made out of bamboo because I didn't know what to do with bamboo, so I just made these little. I swear they're gonna make a rainbow. Mhm. Mhm. I believe in them. Pretty much a rainbow goes from one to the other, and it's really fun actually. But I don't know if it's gonna happen or not. Really? Okay. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll come back and see if it happens. This is my lighthouse and my little toad ship. I initially made this with the thought of just making a lighthouse, but when I was making this, a whole bunch of turtles kept like docking up here and hanging out. So I made it kind of like a little turtle sanctuary. So we have some lily pads and stuff and some green, but they really like the sand, so they'll come up here and we'll have a whole bunch of turtles and stuff. It's kind of cute. But you can go up, and these rooms don't have anything in them, but they're still fun to look at. Um, I had a hard time figuring out what color scheme I wanted because there's so many references on Pinterest, but this is what I came up with. So you can see our little house, all of our views and stuff. It's fun. But yep, so you pretty much just go up that ladder and you're at the top. So you can go to the top of it. And then up here, this is what the frogs got fed so that I can have all these frog lights. And that's our very top. So you have this little lookout area, which is, I think it's pretty fun. And then you have the actual light at the top. I know sometimes people will make it to where you can come up here and walk around, but I didn't like that idea and how it was working out, so I made it like a little watchtower type of thing. But that's what our lighthouse looks like. And then this is my frog boat. Oh, look, a turtle! Go, turtle, go! Oh, look, more! Yeah, I wasn't a liar! Let's go! This is my frog ship. We have toads in this mod that make me very happy. And I wanted to make a couple boats along our pond, but then by the time I made this and then realized that we weren't connecting this, because we initially were going to connect this pond to the ocean, which now doesn't make this make sense, but it's happening, okay? This is just how our life is. Oh, look, the rainbow! Yeah, you guys saw that, surely. That doesn't make too much sense, but it's happening, because I love this boat so much, but this is what the boat looks like. I've tried different colors. I tried to make it green and purple. I've tried to make it, you know, more dynamic. It doesn't work. It works the best like this. So, they have their little, oh, I was supposed to put a door back on. I think I took the doors off to see if the frogs would come up, because there's all these frogs. But they have their frog lamps, they have these. I haven't given them jobs or anything, so they just kind of sit here and chill. These just little guys. And then they have their little beds, but these guys, they usually play music, but they are not right now. I want to know if they will. You are cute. I don't think I've seen you before. Oh, sorry. You're gardener? Can you go up? I swear they can go up, but they're not. I want them to play music, but they won't. Usually they'll bring out instruments and stuff and they'll play this really cute song. And it makes it super fun to come visit them. I'll have to figure out how to let them out here, but I am worried that they'll escape and I want to keep them forever. But yeah, so pretty much what I did was make a platform and then start off of that. I don't think I made it in the ground actually. Oh, look, there it is again, the rainbow. That's so fun. I think I just like made a little diagonal thing and then started from there and made the base and then took the base off. So if you're wondering how to make it, and then obviously you have to have your little pieces underwater so it's not just on top of the water. But I'm proud of all my builds. They're so fun. They might not be the most unique thing, but they're fun. Hello, Mr. Snake. Please get the rest of your body. Mm-hmm. I'll show you the wizard tower before I show you the dragon area. So this is obviously the wizard tower. You can see in here. So I need to say this because, you know, a lot of these things I keep saying I made. You know, Derg has made a lot and he helps with a lot, but a lot of it is like I've just went ham while he did all of the man's work, right? Boy jobs, girl jobs. So I did a lot of the random like decorating and stuff, but he did a lot of the researching into the mods so I could have things like flying armor, you know? Things to make me not die, pretty much. So, but this is his one build that he did completely pretty much on his own. Um, and he should be very proud of it. But you can see in. Let me show you the outside. I thought that was a seagull. You got these cute little windows that light up. Okay, apparently not on that side. On that side, on the corners. I was recommending some ideas for him to change these stairs, but honestly they're kind of cool. They're kind of nostalgic. He started it a certain way to where, oh, okay. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, he's killing them. Let's go. I hate when these guys visit. We just have llamas now. Nope, he's killing the llamas. Okay. Hmm. That's actually super cool, because when I was building all of these things, these guys would just come up and never leave, and then they'd be in your house and, like, mess with you. I'm so sorry, llama, you didn't have to die. Oh, he's digesting. That's fun. Wow. But now I know he's protecting our house. What the heck is that? Oh, just leashes. You left the freaking leads? Didn't even eat the leads? That's crazy. That was a crazy just pause. Okay, anyways. Derg's Wizard Tower. So this is what the outside looks like. I did help him with just like the basic outline of, you know, how to start it because he was struggling a little bit, but honestly he took it over and did freaking an amazing job with it. And then it comes up here. Oh, that's cool. I didn't see that actually. And he's got his little acorn thing, we call it. Definitely not an acorn, but it's a floating like wizard spellcasting thing. So it's, I think it's a 9x9. And it had to be so that he could do all of his spells. So he has all of his spell working tables and stuff. This is where I fix my things because I break my tools 24/7. And you can see my super cool and super awesome frog ship and lighthouse. I mean, you can see everything up here. Honestly, it's like another little outlook. But yeah, he has his little working stations, and then he's got this fun little elevator. Nyum. I like these water elevators. I thought that was cool. This is our friend's dragon that he keeps here, but I think it's funny because you always have to have a dragon to your like magical tower. So this is where he does all his actual spell casting. Comes up here. It's the 9x9. And it's like a little summoning circle, honestly, but this is where he does it. Super cool. Hello, dragon. And then you go back down to this one. And you're supposed to not burn, but I always hit the bottom and burn myself. So now we're gonna go down. So this little white thing is an elevator. Takes you down. This is the front level that I showed you. So you're supposed to, you can either go up or down, and we're gonna go down. This is the inside of everything that Derg has done. It's a little trippy showing you, but this is another guy. He was a construct. He will dance sometimes if you turn on the jukebox upstairs. It's really funny. But he helped clear all of this out, so pretty much his job was to get rid of all of the gravel and stuff. So you can either go down by the elevator, or you can just jump off and go up. So I told him, because he didn't know what to do with the floor, so I told him to just make it slime so you can just jump off and just keep jumping. So he ended up doing it, and it's really fun. This is a, what's it called? The gliders. Oh, I'm blanking on what they're called. Sugar glider. There we go. And he named him Cruller, and he just hangs out in the wizard tower, and he climbs the walls, and then he'll glide down. It's really funny to watch, actually. But this is what it looks like. So you can go back up if you end up going the wrong way. Hi, Jack. No worries. I'm just showing off the Minecraft world to friends, and then I'm probably gonna get off. But yeah, so that's what that looks like. So you can pick a side. We're still working on the rooms in here, but so those two are empty, but you can go in here. This is our library we worked on. We want to get pretty much we've been exploring and finding all of these wands. So what is this one? Yeah, this is my ninja one. This one's my favorite. Pretty much you come in here, you're supposed to just be able to pick one off the wall and stuff. Okay, I always do this. Help. I'm too dumb for this. And then we have a ceiling of lava. Derg helped me a lot with this one because I was struggling, but I did start with this. This was going to be an opening into like another area, but he pretty much finished it. So I outlined it and he finished it. This is what it looks like. It's a little underwater library. He did the little Incredibles lava wall. Super fun, super cool. I really enjoyed this because it was very bland when I started it. And then he has these cool little armor stands so you can actually put on. They're fun. A dragon egg, and then you can see this is apparently water. Or I think there's just some water. Yeah, I think there's just some water because all of this is just cave. But this one's water, so when we get the dinosaurs and stuff, it'll be super cool. You have your little tables and stuffs. Tables and stuffs, and that's a library. Boing. We got our slime floor. Look at him go! Go, Cruller, go! And then obviously you have your Enderman to help with your interior design. It's this way, I think. Yeah. Oh, look at him go! I'm so distracted. That was cool. He's so fun. I love having him down there. This is where we grow stuff and things. Couldn't tell you what they do, but Dirk could. Too bad he's not here. Pretty much gives us unlimited resources. So Derg started out with, you know, the coloring and stuff, and then I helped with the ceilings and the walls and the decorations. It's a little bit of a lot to look at, but it's kind of fun, to be honest. And then this initially was here, I think, or part of it. I think this little area was here, and Derg wanted it to be like an open geode. So you pretty much walk over here, and it's another little magical area, and it's an open geode. We wanted to make it kind of cave-like and stuff. I don't know what I did with the ceiling. I think I was still working on this, but I'm probably just gonna leave it because I have no idea what to do. I could probably do like another lava ceiling. Maybe I'll have Dirk do that because that would be super cool. But for now, that's staying. There's another villager. He stays here. And then you come behind here, and this is where all the resources go. As you can see, unlimited resources. And then it's like the behind of the geode, so it's still kind of like a little bit of an open one. What is this? What did he do? Oh my goodness, this is new for me. This is all the contraption stuff that he does for the programming of it. That's crazy. I've never seen this part. I might have, but I don't think I've seen it with a door, or I think it went down a little bit. I don't know. But that's cool. So there's all that programming and stuff, and then you can go down here for more of the programming. Oh. So this is naturally what it looked like, and Derg just wanted to copy it. So we kind of just copied it to make it look like that. But we got all of this stuff underneath. Pretty cool. What's over there? Just a wall? Yeah, it's just a wall. New. And then this leads to a cave, which has always been underneath our house, but it's kind of funny because every time Derg tries to do something with his wizard tower, he always just ends up leading into this huge cave area. So he has to be careful what he does. But it's still kind of cool. I like that there's a little mine shaft. I told him we should make like an actual one, so we'll probably end up connecting it some sort of way, but for now that's just there. And we have to keep this closed so this guy doesn't get out, and Cruller, because Cruller likes to come into here, so we have to be careful how we do certain things. But there's more little areas. He was going to make this also another room. I can show you the underneath too. Oh, no, I can't. There used to be like a huge gap of the underneath of everything Dirk was doing as well, but I think it's filled now. Yeah, so that's what we started on. Boing. Go, Cruller, go. Whoa, yeah, Cruller! Good job, buddy. Bye-bye. Help. Okay. Now I'm gonna go show the dragon area. Um, so you'd probably take a boat or something, but I like to go this way so I can just see the overlook of it all. But we have the beginning of our dragons. So we got some of our pets here. They just hang out until we build more. But we're gonna make a little path, pretty much. As you can see, I started an outline of it. I'll probably change it to be more themed, but along this path, I made little statues to keep it kind of cool and fun. I wanted to add more just like of an interactive world, like Jurassic Park did. We have another statue. This one's kind of cool. I think the other one was different. But we're gonna add some dinosaurs and some more like little areas to section them. But this is our little dragon area. Oh, hold on. I'm getting a call. Okay. I have to do this super quick. I was on a timeline. This is our dragon area. Obviously, for where we were putting dragons. Derg introduced a horror mod, and this is where we captured them all. Pretty much when I was working on the dragon area, these little guys would attack me, and I didn't have the skill to kill them, so I would just capture them in my capture cell, so I didn't have to kill them, because I couldn't. So I just kept releasing them on Derg because I thought it was funny, and then I captured them again really quick. So we ended up making little room. This is the amount of times I was attacked while building just the dragon head, which is really funny. Because the dragon head did not take a lot of my time compared to a lot of things I did, but pretty much this is Dragon World, or like area that we want to put our dragons. So you have the little head. It's supposed to be like, this is the head, this is like a wing, and then this is also like another wing. I didn't incorporate it too well, but it's a start. It's kind of cute up here. It's supposed to be like a little hot spring or like a jacuzzi. And our little dolphin guy, we have a dolphin guy. Where is he? He's not in here for once. That's crazy. He's usually always hanging out in here. He had a little like dolphin dinosaur thing that goes up there, and you'll just come over here and he'll just be like ascending, and then he'll go up there and swim, and then he'll come back down. It's really funny. But this is our taming ring that I just recently built, because some of the dinosaurs you have to pretty much beat into submission. So I just recently built this because we had an issue with one of them where we didn't have an area and they would just fly away. This is what it looks like. Oh, those aren't gaps, those are lights. Okay. I wanted to make it kind of one of those dynamic rings where it's not just like a platform, because there's some dinosaurs or dragons that like dive into the water. That guy is always there. So I wanted to like make it a little bit more complicated, especially because Dirk and I can fly. So, obviously you can fight and you can fly and do whatever. But I still have to work on it because the underneath goes into a cave and stuff. So I need to close it off. But that's the inside of it. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty proud of it. Okay, and then this next part, Dirk pretty much did. These are little dinosaurs that were in the greenhouse area, but now they're over here. This is Snoof. He sniffs. Very cute guy. This is a little nook area for like a resting area, because that dolphin guy that I cannot find used to come up here and just rest in this little area, so I made him a little bed. But you go behind these vines. Come on. Help. Help. Okay. Go behind these vines, and then these guys all are gonna have a place to rest, but right now he's just a worm guy just floating. I helped Dirk with these little like sections, but he pretty much did everything. So he made this waypoint. You have these little water areas. Whoa, why am I flying so intensely? You have this little lake again. There's a little pond. You can see all these fishies, the dinosaur fishies. And all of this stuff coming off the walls. And you can see like an open area of the pond. And then this is going to be like our dinosaur nesting quarters. So we'll get our eggs. And then you come in here and you put your dinosaur egg on one of these and then they hatch. So here's one that we had. His name's Snatcher. Or he is a Snatcher. And then he has like a little hay nursing guy. He's like their little babysitter. So he hangs out with them. But it's in the side of our mountain. That's what it looks like from the outside. And then on the inside, you go up. So we had the little pond area and then our dinosaur hatching area. And then up here is our dragon one. So you go up here and you got some rainbows, ooh ah. And we had this little lava area and some nest and stuff where you put the eggs. Derg has this weird thing here that wasn't here before, but now we have this huge dragon that's just in the doorway. I can't fully show you over there yet. But this is where we put some dragons, and then you got some traveler frogs that come and hang out. But they have a little watering trough. This is supposed to be like their food storage, but they don't have any yet. And then it's just like a little cage. So they have this cool little magic window to look out of. That's what their little cave looks like. It's very gaudy, but like it's kind of fun. And then you're supposed to be able to like enter and come out this way with your dragon. That's the little hole in the wall, and I was still gonna build up these little holes and stuff and make them something, but that's the outside of it. So you can see in, and it kind of blends with the mountain and stuff. I'm still working on like incorporating this. Oh my gosh, that dragon is so big. But that's the start of what we're doing, and that's what we have so far. Pretty much we started based off of this little circle, this little pond area. So we started with our house and we worked from there, and that is what we have and what we are doing. So hopefully this is gonna be like our little dragon land, our dragon and dinosaur, the words dragon and dinosaur, like Jurassic World area. So we've done a lot for the dragons, but we gotta start up the dinosaurs and stuff. So we'll probably end up like enclosing all of this area somehow and making it something, because as you saw, we had some golems and stuff we would like to have in a little bit more of an open area. But until we get there, that's what I've got so far. So thank you so much for watching and looking at my cool and awesome builds, and I will continue to update you guys once I build more. I will see you next time.